of all the kinds of tribes and human civilizations that you may or may not have seen till date. This one, hands down, is one of the most unique that you would ever come across. Stay tuned in to get to witness some of the most unque type of people ever to be recorded on camera. A man was walking home when he encountered a mysterious figure with a clay-like brownish body. The 2004 footage shows the figure with an open mouth, no teeth, and a body that appeared to shift into a soft, clay-like texture. Its skin had no hair, veins, or normal human features, making it look unnatural. The figure stood fluidly, but made no sound, almost as if it wasn't fully alive. Some believe its melting and reforming body could be the result of a failed bioengineering project, while others think it resembles a decayed, reanimated corpse, something straight out of a zombie nightmare. Shocking building sighting. While it's true that humans have lived in caves for centuries, footage from 2011 shows what appears to be a caveman in modern times. Recorded near an office building, the strange visitor was stopped by security after lingering in the front yard. Witnesses described him as having thick body hair, an elongated jaw, and piercing eyes, making him appear almost primal. Instead of running or reacting aggressively, he stood still, watching the onlookers and only moving his eyes. No official statement was ever made, and no one could explain where he came from. Disturbing footage emerges. This footage surfaced on the internet in 2012 with an unknown origin, showing a man's back with an elongated neck moving in an unnatural way while sitting on a bed. The white, translucent-like figure completely turned its head backward, revealing a face that didn't look human. Its skin appeared almost transparent, lacking pores, veins, or normal human features. Despite sitting still, it showed no reaction to its surroundings, as if unaware of the person filming. Experts believe it could be a being capable of changing its physical form, possibly an experiment, or something trying to blend in unnoticed. Unexplained features seen. This footage shows a hand with an unnatural scale formation extending from the thumb to the hand, with a cross-like scale above the fingers and a tail-like structure running from the hand to the arm. Recorded in 2022, the scales are abnormally large, protruding about half an inch above the skin, which does not match any known medical condition. The texture looks natural rather than artificial, and no one has claimed to know its origin. Experts analyzing the footage found no signs of digital editing and believe it could be a rare mutation, but no similar cases have been documented. Odd behavior noticed. People have a strange habit of exploring abandoned houses, and one group's exploration took an unexpected turn when they encountered a strange humanoid. Recorded in 2012, the figure dressed in a black cloak appeared disturbed by the group's presence. The group quickly went to the roof, watching as the figure screamed and tried to reach them. They described its movements as unnatural and erratic, unlike anything they had seen before, and no records exist of anyone matching the description. Some believe it could have been a person who had lived in complete isolation for years. Strange reptilian hybrid. Desert isolation is suitable for anyone who doesn't want to be seen, but in 2022, Arabs reported catching a figure they believe was a reptilian hybrid. The figure had a humanoid body with unnaturally black skin, giving the impression of reptilian-like traits. Some believe it could be an evolved form of humanity, having adapted to extreme isolation and survival. Others think it may be an ancient being that has lived hidden for centuries and is now emerging. If it's the product of a secret experiment, the figure might be seeking freedom after escaping captivity. Aging beyond years. In 2012, footage captured a young boy who appeared to have completely transformed into an old man. His face showed extreme aging, with deep wrinkles and sagging features, making him look far beyond his years. Strangely, he also had a fully grown beard, something unheard of for a child his age. Witnesses were shocked at how his entire physique seemed altered, not just his skin. The transformation happened rapidly, with no clear explanation. Some believe he could be the result of a rare genetic phenomenon, while others suspect something beyond ordinary human biology. Human or animal? Skinwalkers are believed to transform into animals, and this footage is thought to have captured one in mid-transformation. Recorded in the 2013, the footage shows a figure inside a house with a human-like body, but with horse-like deformed limbs and elongated bones. The creature's face appears distorted and haunting, resembling a man but with unnatural features. The limbs are more animalistic, giving the figure an eerie in-between appearance. Some believe this may be a skinwalker caught in the act of shifting, a rare cryptid that moves between human and animal forms. Tribal curiosity unveiled. The Monte people are said to live in the dense, remote jungles, and this footage captured them encountering a human. The 2019 footage shows two of them studying a dummy body of a young girl, and they seem to behave as if they've never seen anything like it before. The two individuals are closely examining the body, appearing fascinated by its structure. They use what look like primitive tools, showing no signs of fear or aggression. Many believe the Monte are survivors of a tribe that has lived in extreme isolation, adapting to their environment over time. Unexpected door surprise. In 2022, a man was exploring an abandoned house when he encountered a mysterious woman after opening a door. She had decayed skin and an undead appearance, asking for help just before the footage ended. The woman was nowhere to be seen before the door opened, almost as if she appeared out of nowhere. The house had been abandoned for years, yet signs inside showed someone had been staying there. Some believe she was a person living in isolation, suffering from malnutrition or illness, or she wasn't human at all, but something trapped in the house. Creepy toy moves. This man was live on TikTok, showing a new doll he had just bought when it suddenly turned its head and looked back at him. The footage from 2016 captures his shocked reaction as the lifeless doll moved just before the video ended. There were no visible strings, motors, or mechanisms that could have caused the movement. The doll remained still before and after the incident, making the moment even more unsettling. Some believe supernatural forces could be involved, or it might have been a glitch in reality, allowing the doll to move. Creepy man crawls.
Hey, how you doing?
In 2018, a man driving through the countryside encountered a strange man in the middle of the woods who started crawling towards the road to approach the car. The white-skinned man was alone in the woods, and his crawling behavior resembled that of a primate. There were no signs of civilization nearby, and the man's movements seemed more animalistic than human. Many online users claim it was a skinwalker, but they typically appear at night, so this man might have been on a hunt, possibly a cannibal living alone in the woods. Manipulated footage for attention. Possession or paranormal. This footage shows a man who somehow ends up in a tree with a mysterious figure wearing a pointy hat seen behind him. Recorded in 2012, the man's behavior changes dramatically after he comes down from the tree, as though he's been possessed by a ghostly presence. The figure in the background remains unexplained, and the man's unusual actions have led many to believe that something supernatural might be at play. The drastic shift in the man's behavior points to a possible connection with a paranormal entity, possibly tied to the figure in the footage.
Lo está manejando.
Curious night creature. In 2019, a woman reported a mysterious humanoid creature that appeared in her bed during the night. The creature had black skin, a childish body, and a large tail, making it look unlike any ordinary humanoid. Rather than being aggressive or hiding, it seemed curious. Its presence in the woman's bedroom caught her off guard, as it had been unnoticed until it was spotted. Many believe the creature could be a shape-shifting being, briefly taking on a human-like form. The figure may be trying to communicate with humans, but lacks the means to do so in ways we would understand. Dwarven sighting explained. Dwarfs are typically 4 to 5 feet, but a man encountered an unnaturally small figure in the middle of the road at night. Recorded in 2011, the figure had a black face and a white body, dancing in the road. The behavior seemed unusual, especially in an isolated area. Despite the clear sighting, no other witnesses came forward to explain the figure's presence. Some believe the creature could be a manifestation of an ancient mythological figure unexpectedly appearing in the modern world. It may be magically transformed, possibly someone cursed or bound to exist in this small, unusual form. Mysterious ritual. This footage captures a mysterious phenomenon showing a woman sitting on the ground with legs that appear to be that of a cow. The footage was recorded in 2014 in a remote village where locals gathered to witness the unusual figure. There is no clear explanation for the appearance of cow-like legs, leaving people to wonder about its origin. Some believe it could be the result of magic, witchcraft, or an ancient ritual that causes human features to transform in strange ways. Others think the woman is a supernatural being, using the cow legs to signify her connection to mythological deities. Surprising celebrity resemblance. In 2014, a video surfaced showing a man who resembled Michael Jackson. His facial skin appeared unnatural, possibly due to cosmetic surgery, which made him look even more like the late singer. However, there were no other signs confirming his identity or links to Jackson. The man seemed to be deliberately showcasing his resemblance to Jackson, leading some to believe he was trying to make people think the singer was still alive. The video sparked theories that it could be part of a larger plan to keep people guessing about Jackson's fate, using Eerie encounter reported. Indians have a strong belief in supernatural phenomena, and in 2012, a girl from Sonbhadra went missing and was later found in a cave acting like a snake. She was lying on the ground, flicking her tongue and moving in a serpentine manner. Witnesses claim her eyes appeared slit-like, and her skin looked different under the dim cave light. She had no memory of how she got there or why she was behaving this way. Some villagers believe she was possessed by a Naga spirit or controlled by an ancient force, while others saw it as something beyond explanation. Silent figure in dark. While driving on a remote road, a man encountered a pale-skinned humanoid figure standing on the road, seemingly pointing its hand in a specific direction. Recorded in 2013, the figure had an unnaturally skinny body and remained still, not showing any aggression. The hand gesture appeared intentional, but non-threatening, as if signaling something. The figure did not approach the driver and lacked any recognizable facial features or markings, making it impossible to identify. Many online users believe it could be an otherworldly being, like a spirit or manifestation, beyond conventional understanding. Boy's unbelievable rage. In 2023, footage surfaced on the internet showing a boy displaying wild, animalistic behavior towards locals. He had his mouth wide open, roaring aggressively, as if he had lost all sense of humanity. Witnesses claimed that before this, he seemed completely normal, making his transformation even more shocking. No known illness or condition could explain his sudden change, and medical experts found no clear cause. Some believe the boy may have been living in isolation or suffering from a rare psychological condition, causing him to revert to a more primal, feral state. Mysterious man seen. During a trip through the rough terrain and dense forests of the Appalachian Mountains, a group encountered a mysterious man they believe was the feral wild man. Footage from 2023 shows him walking with animal-like movements until he noticed the group and started approaching them. He had a hunched posture, unwashed skin, and wore tattered scraps of clothing, possibly made from natural materials. Witnesses said he moved unnaturally fast, almost like a predator watching its prey. Some believe he could be a survivor of an old Appalachian community that has lived in isolation for generations. Forest hillbilly. A camper's night in a remote forest took an unexpected turn when he got the feeling of being watched. Footage from 2022 shows a mysterious man hiding behind a tree, silently observing, before suddenly coming after him. The figure didn't make a sound, but moved with precision, almost as if stalking the camper deliberately. The man moved too fast for a normal person when he charged. Many believe he was born and raised in the forest with no contact with civilization. Others think he could be someone from a lost civilization or another era who somehow ended up here. Bizarre ocean sighting. This footage captures a strange figure floating at the surface of the water, resembling a person with unusual features. Reported in 2022, the fisherman who encountered it mentioned that it didn't move but drifted with the water, almost lifeless. Its eyes remained open, giving it an eerie, human-like presence. The body showed no signs of breathing, yet it appeared intact. There were no signs of bloating or decay, making it difficult to determine if it was truly lifeless. Some believe it could be a person with unique adaptations, possibly linked to an undiscovered ancient group. Morphing from or into. Recorded in an amusement park in 2023, this footage shows a small doll that appeared to resemble a real-life girl. The man noticed her eyes seemed to follow him as he moved, yet the doll remained still. Its facial features were highly detailed, with realistic skin texture and natural eye reflections. No one at the park recognized it, and it wasn't part of any known attraction. Some people believe it could be more than just an ordinary toy, possibly connected to something unexplained, like the spirit of a lost child trying to reach out. Mimic or menace? While filming a TikTok on his way home in 2018, a boy encountered a mysterious figure emerging from the bushes. As the boy stopped, the figure stopped too, and when the boy ran, the figure followed at the same pace. The boy's fear grew as the figure mimicked his movements. The footage ends abruptly, leaving the boy's reaction and the figure's motive unclear. Some believe the figure was marking its territory, following the boy as an intruder. Others think it might have been testing the boy's reaction, playing some sort of game or chase without intending harm. Creepy clip released. This footage surfaced on the internet in 2019, showing a young girl whose skin had turned pale white, with large white eye sockets and sharp teeth. Her features don't match any known human conditions. No missing child reports match her description, and her behavior was far from normal. She moved in an animalistic, predatory way. The girl is looking directly into the camera, which means she might be in a room where she transformed into this. Many believe she somehow changed into this strange creature for unknown medical reasons. If she escaped from a lab, she could be searching for a safe place. Unexplained fire appears. A family was driving home during the night when they saw a fire on the remote road and a person standing near it. Recorded in 2012, there was no one else around, just the fire and the man. He didn't react to the approaching car and stood motionless by the flames. His clothing looked old-fashioned or handmade. Nothing like modern styles. The fire burned steadily without spreading or consuming anything nearby. The man's attire didn't match modern styles, appearing outdated or handmade. If connected to an old tradition, he might have been reenacting a forgotten practice. Unexpected traveler discovery. Theorists suggest that feral groups live in isolated forests, and in 2012, a solo traveler believes he encountered one of them. The footage shows a figure hiding behind a tree, quietly observing the traveler. The figure did not approach, but remained hidden, demonstrating intelligence and caution instead of wild aggression. It blended into the environment, possibly using mud, leaves, or animal skins for camouflage, making it hard to determine if it was human or something else. If it's truly a feral human, it might have grown up without any contact with any culture, viewing travelers as intruders. Primitive man emerges. Although humans lived in caves during the Paleolithic era, footage surfaced on the internet in 2024, showing a man coming out of a cave before going back inside. The cave was high on a mountain, nearly impossible to reach without climbing gear. The man's clothing was reported to be primitive, resembling animal hides or tattered fabric, and his body appeared rugged and unkempt. He stepped out cautiously, scanned the area, and quickly retreated as if avoiding danger. If he lives there, he may have adapted to isolation, and many believe he might not be alone, possibly part of a hidden group. Strange stalker outside. This man was waiting for his delivery when he looked out his window and saw a mysterious woman standing and looking directly at his house. The footage from 2023 shows the woman's decayed skin as though she wasn't alive and had somehow turned into a zombie. Her skin appeared lifeless, yet she remained standing and staring, completely still. No one saw her arrive or leave, making it unclear how she got there. Despite being outside for a long time, she didn't move, blink, or react. If not a zombie, she could have been part of an unknown ritual or experiment that left her in this disturbing state.
Oh my god, she's still fucking standing there.
Terrifying DNA anomaly. Conspiracy theories claim that facilities are working to bring back prehistoric animals, and in 2014, a strange creature was reported. It had long legs, small arms, and a humanoid stance, but its head and movements resembled a dinosaur. Witnesses saw it standing on a wall before jumping onto a rooftop with unnatural speed. No tracks, hair, or biological evidence were found after it vanished. Some believe it was the result of a failed DNA experiment that escaped and is now roaming cities. Others think it may be something entirely unknown, avoiding detection in ways beyond human understanding. Pale girl stares. A family often reported hearing knocks on their door until they saw a mysterious young girl approach them from the kitchen window, standing behind the glass and asking for help. Footage from 2023 shows her pale skin, small eyes, and an expressionless face. Witnesses described her voice as flat and unnatural, as if she was struggling to communicate. She appeared suddenly and disappeared without a trace. Some believe certain beings have always lived among humans, occasionally revealing themselves. Others think events like this happen when the world occasionally malfunctions, showing things that don't usually belong in everyday life.
What's wrong with you?
Folk creature spotted. Skinwalkers are believed to transform into both humans and animals, and this footage captures one during mid-transformation. Reported in 2016 from a remote village in India, the creature had the upper body of a human and the lower body of an animal, lying motionless on the ground while people watched. It displayed an unusual mix of human and animal features, different from anything typically seen in folklore. Despite the onlookers, the creature remained unaggressive. It may be adapting to its environment, blending human intelligence with animal instincts for survival. Forest spirits observed. Trail cameras are used to observe wildlife, but one installed in a remote forest captured a pack of dog-like figures traveling at night. Recorded in 2014, these figures were not ordinary animals and seemed capable of shape-shifting into other forms. Moving in an organized pack like wolves, their movements appeared too deliberate for typical wildlife. Active at night, when most animals rest or hunt instinctively, the figures stood out with unusual size, gait, and body shape. Some believe these creatures could be the spirits of deceased animals, performing an unknown role in the forest. Feral figure watches. In 2010, a camper's evening was disturbed when he witnessed a strange man observing him while hiding. The camper described a chilling sense of being watched before he saw the man, which made the experience even more unsettling. The man had a wild, unkempt appearance, with long hair and a beard, resembling what some might call feral people. Despite the camper being nearby, he kept his distance, making his presence known without being aggressive, possibly avoiding people due to a deep mistrust or desire to stay away from society. Alien-like entity. Theorists claim that reptilian humanoids have been secretly breeding with humans, and in 2023, footage surfaced showing a humanoid with reptilian-like skin. The figure's spine was unusually flexible, curving and moving like a snake, which defied human anatomy. It moved in a fluid, serpentine manner, giving it an inhuman appearance. The footage didn't show any clear facial features or distinguishing characteristics, leaving the humanoid's identity unknown. Some believe this could be an offspring of a secret breeding program between reptilians and humans, designed to create hybrids that blend both species' traits. Genetic gone wrong. In 2022, a mysterious girl appeared out of nowhere near a food stall, drawing attention with her unusual facial appearance. She had an unnaturally long lip line stretching from one side of her lip to her ear and small eyes, making her look unlike ordinary people. The girl's sudden appearance in such an unexpected location left people confused, with no clear explanation for where she came from. Some believe she could be the result of a government experiment involving genetic manipulation or transformation, accidentally ending up in the public eye. Village night fright. During a night walk, a boy from an Indian village was heading home when he saw a small girl in an isolated area. Recorded in 2010, the girl had unnaturally sharp teeth and was chewing something while staring at the boy, causing him to run in fear. Her sharp teeth made her look different from a typical child, and her behavior left the boy unsettled. Some believe the girl could belong to a secretive or humanoid creatures living far from civilization. She might have been trying to see if the boy recognized her or reacted to her presence. Mysterious cave encounter. A cave explorer was hiking when he encountered a mysterious creature that appeared to blend the traits of a human and a lizard. The 2015 footage shows a red-eyed, lizard-like face with muscular limbs similar to a human's. The creature emerged from a cave in a remote area, then quickly retreated back inside. The creature didn't act aggressively, but seemed cautious, as if aware of the explorer's presence. Some believe this creature may be tied to ancient myths or a long-lost civilization, potentially representing a being once thought to be extinct. Cloaked specter appears. These mine workers' routine work took an unexpected turn when a mysterious man appeared deep within the mines. The footage from 2015 shows the figure in a black cloak, staring directly at the workers, causing immediate fear. The figure stood still, watching them. Despite being deep inside the mine, no explanation was found for the figure's sudden appearance. Some believe the figure could be a primitive human who has lived undetected for centuries in the remote caves, only now disturbed by modern construction. It may represent human evolution adapting to underground living with unique traits. Forest's hidden guardians. During a camping night, a man encountered small, grotesque, humanoid creatures that appeared from deep within the woods. Footage from 2013 shows goblin-like creatures dressed in white cloth, watching the man closely. After observing him, they vanished without leaving any trace, making it hard to explain what they truly were. These creatures may have evolved unique physical traits due to living in the woods, such as smaller stature or grotesque features. Some believe these creatures might be ancient protectors of the forest, sent to watch over intruders, while others think they could be manifestations of forest spirits or elemental beings. Mutation or mystery. In 2015, a villager reported his goat giving birth to a baby with a face resembling that of a human. The baby goat appeared healthy and behaved like a typical goat, but its facial features were unlike anything seen before. The creature was observed shortly after birth, and its strange appearance caused concern among locals. Many believe the unusual features could be the result of a rare genetic mutation, possibly caused by environmental factors or interbreeding. It could be due to a disruption in the genetic code or changes in the surrounding environment. Human or primate? A trail camera installed in a remote forest captured the sighting of a human with primate behavior. It had long hair, a naked body, and an unsettling tail, something uncommon among known species. The sighting happened in a secluded area, making it difficult to explain how such a creature remained undiscovered. Some believe it could be a species of human-like primate that has avoided contact with modern civilization. It might be part of an evolutionary branch that developed traits closer to primates than humans, adapting to its environment in complete isolation. Graveyard mystery. Graveyard is a perfect place for someone who doesn't want to be seen. And in 2011, a strange creature was found in one of the cemeteries of Australia. It was hiding behind the stones, with an elongated skull, skinny limbs, and reptile-like skin. Its slim body and unusual features made it difficult to spot in the darkness. The creature had no visible clothing or tools, and its movements were unlike any known animal or human. Some believe it could be an unidentified species, while others think it might be a result of genetic experiments. Hybrid found resting. Snake Island has a reputation for being home to some of the world's most venomous snakes, but in 2014, footage surfaced showing a figure that appeared to be half human and half snake. The upper body was humanoid, while the lower half resembled a serpent, lying still on the grass. The creature remained motionless for a long time, as if in a trance or watching something. Some believe it was the result of a secret experiment involving human reptilian DNA, like a classified genetic modification project, and one of these hybrids may have escaped. Mystery in woods. This footage captures a mysterious creature whose skin resembles an animal, but it was standing on 2 legs. Recorded in 2010, its face was not visible due to a tree, but its animal-like skin and upright posture were highly unusual. Witnesses described its stance as too rigid for an ordinary animal. Unlike most wild creatures that flee upon sensing humans, this figure remained still, as if observing something. It lacked other human-like traits, making it difficult to identify. Locals believe it could be a known cryptid like the Dogman or Skinwalker, blending both human and animal features. Open discussion. We have footage from a remote cave showing a man with severe mutations walking toward the camera. Recorded in 2022, his body was fully covered in suction cup-like growths, and instead of hands, he had long tentacle-like arms as he moved through the muddy water. His body structure appeared drastically altered, more suited for deep-sea conditions rather than life on land. Despite his condition, he walked upright with an unsettling sense of control. Many believe he may be suffering from a severe genetic disorder or the result of an unexplainable medical anomaly. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.